Old orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. Life support at 100%.
That's Ket technology, Ryder. You're older than some civilizations.
Personally made sure of it a couple of times.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
We got this.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Ambient temperature is normal.
Parts weren't made for these temperatures.
What was that meal that you cooked for us last night?
I call it Drac Surprise.
Wait, we've had that before. It tasted quite different.
That's the surprise.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the Ket weapons depot, destroyed by the Resistance.
Good to know. We'll search for any sign of Hana's friend.
Is that a door?
Life sign, Sam?
Nothing. However, I do detect a faint energy signature from what could be a generator.
Backup power, possibly.
It's a ruin. No one survived here.
Hearing things.
There's something over there. Maybe someone.
I'm reading a temperature decrease.
Reconnected.
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Who's there? Who are you? Are you here to find me? Did Hana send you? Foolish girl. She never knows when to give up.
Whoa. Hana was right and no one believed her.
I shouldn't have survived. Didn't think I would.
End this hurt. End this.
That's all it says. That's all it ever says. I've burned, I've peeled, I've gouged. It won't tell me where they are.
You tortured this person?
It's not a person, it's Ket. They took my family.
We need to leave this place. You're not thinking straight.
I can't leave. This is my only chance to talk to these things, to find my family. If I leave here, I leave them. I can't.
I'm sorry, but they're gone.
No!
You have friends waiting for you, people who still care. You'll die here.
How could you? It could have told me. I could have found them again.
Go home, Michelle.
Fine. I'll signal the base and inform the Resistance of my position.
Detected, Pathfinder. Life support is stable.
Rylas?
That's me, yes. I'm Rawless. Wow. You really showed up.
You said you had intel. I can't ignore that.
I just didn't think you'd come yourself. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the exaltation facility sent the Kets scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Ket movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
Doesn't matter if they're science Ket, warrior Ket, janitorial Ket. They're all bad news.
Some of us were concerned they might be planning more exaltation. Or putting more of our people through torturous study. We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
You're talking to the right person. We always help our friends and allies.
I knew you'd help. I'll send the nav point immediately.
Oh, you think I'd make a good field agent?
At least that horrible place was destroyed.
They were supposed to rescue our people, not kill them.
Thank the cat.
You seem troubled.
Oh, Pathfinder Rider. I was just speaking a blessing for 2 of our young soldiers murdered by the Ket. So many dead or disappeared, but these 2 cuts are the deepest yet.
Did you know them well?
They would be alive if they hadn't welcomed this death.
I'm not sure I understand.
These children were swayed by a new belief that's taken hold. A soul finds enlightenment through reincarnation, but some now think they can force this. They fling themselves at death, thinking they will be reborn stronger. Glory seekers, we call them.
I have heard of this. No one I know but I can't be certain.
Reincarnation is a nice thought, but to die for it?
This has consequences. If you meet some of these glory seekers, do what you can to save them from death. That's all any of us can do.
Thank you.
Mashal just called in. Anix sent a squad to retrieve her. She seemed troubled, but I suppose being trapped in rubble will do that. I'm so happy she's still alive. Skies be bright for you, Ryder.
That's Techix, according to my map.
You again. Ah.
Jack's killing me. Get used to it.
Part of the job. Just make sure you don't.
Shipment coming in from Kadara tomorrow.
You're the human who
I'm
came
taking
from Aya.
prepaid, vid-registered orders
Is it
only.
still beautiful there?
No exceptions if
The
you
most
can't
beautiful
pay.
world I've seen in the
Deal others
cluster,
can.
by a long shot.
I miss it terribly. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I'll never forget how that felt.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
What do you sell?
I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore, but who need things I have. Small comforts, nothing of value to you.
Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you for reminding me of Aya.
You're the alien who saved the Moshai.
How many cat did you kill? I hope they screamed.
Dunno. Wasn't counting.
Wow, that many? Hey, Kolth, this alien's my hero.
All right, that's enough. I know they call you Pathfinder. What do you need from us?
Your priestess, Rashwar Lin, told me about you. I was just curious.
Roshwa Lin is a blind old woman. She cowers with her blessings while the Ket consume everything.
She said you were throwing away your lives.
Nothing is thrown away. It's not suicide. We train as hard as anyone in the Resistance. But when you don't fear dying, that's when there's everything to gain and nothing to lose.
I can't wait for my turn. But all our blood still runs too hot. Tej is our hope now.
Tej is going to take down a Ket station. We should hear the news soon.
You want to hear that your friend's dead. That's kind of screwed up.
We don't want it. We accept it. Just because you don't understand doesn't mean it's wrong.
So where's this Ket station?
You shouldn't interfere, Pathfinder.
It's okay, Venge. As long as Ket die, it doesn't matter who's killing them. Here's the nav point. It was interesting meeting you, Pathfinder. Skies be bright for you. Shipment coming in from Kadara tomorrow.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
I am dying, though.
Sorry?
A while back, you asked why anyone nearing the end of their life would come all the way out here. I've lived a long time, seen a lot of things. I know I won't see much more. Guess I just want to go out seeing what no Krogan ever has.
I respect that.
Approaching the Glory Seeker nav point. The Ket station is close.
I can't do this. Taking this station is impossible.
Are you Tej?
Whoa! Didn't see you there. Yeah. I'm Tej. How did you find me? Wait. Kolth and the others, right? Stars. Don't tell them you found me like this. I wasn't expecting all this security, and the longer I sit here, the more I doubt everything.
You're just being rational, seeing the reality of what you're doing here.
Doubt and a shrinking heart prevents a blessed rebirth. And you won't remember your life before. And if you forget, you're just like everyone else. And it would have been better not to die at all. See, the more I think, the worse the thoughts get.
I've got some experience with Ket. I can help with this, if that would... help?
Would you? I think with all of us, we might actually take down this station. Live or die. I wouldn't leave here a failure.
That's it.
Still alive. And honestly, I'm glad. Living and learning is a good way to grow stronger too. And I've never met anyone who had a blessed rebirth. And what if it's not real? Stars. If my friends heard this talk, they'd turn their backs. Venge especially. Oh, I'm almost afraid to go back.
Talk to them. Explain where you're coming from. I'm sure they've had similar thoughts.
You really think so? When I heard about Tand and Aaron dying, tried to be happy, but I just couldn't. I don't want to lose the rest of my friends either. And if I feel that way, maybe they do too.
Worth asking.
Thanks, Pathfinder. You've given me a lot to think about. I'll see what Kolf and the others have to say.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
We have large families.
Yeah, Krogan used to run that show. Careful.
Enemies!
Pathfinder, I'm picking up some unusual readings from the nearby remnant site. You may wish to investigate.
Why was your galaxy called the Milky Way?
It's not.
But Liam said it.
Milky Way is what the humans call it. We have our own word. Solarians of theirs.
So, what do you call it?
It's 600 years away. I call it gone.
Hey, human. You got a death wish?
If you're watching me, show yourself.
You couldn't see me if you tried. Holger, Resistance. I'm hiding in a sniper nest 2 clicks from you. You're standing in a cat minefield. Didn't you notice the warning marker?
Obviously not.
That would explain the source of the unusual reading I detected. A coded beacon.
Can't believe you didn't trip any mines. Don't know how you'll get out in one piece either.
Scanning out to show where the mines are buried.
One shot from a weapon will detonate a mine.
Better work fast. Cat patrols pass through pretty often. If you don't make it, I'll let the base know where to find your remains.
Found a mine. Another mine bites the dust.
Jal, a bot whispering in Ryder's brain, hearing her think.
Not at all. I'd love to. Take Sam apart. See how it all works. Though I need more information. Schematics. I wouldn't want to kill him.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, conversation over. looks like Ket tech.
What do Krogan like to do for fun?
Define fun.
Never mind.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
How many worlds have you hidden?
I don't know what you mean.
I know the drill. Scourge is a pain, but it helps too. There's more of you out there. Has to be.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Whatever you do, don't walk there.
On my way.
Sorry, Catmine. Not your day. There's another one. Disarmed, permanently.
Pathfinder,
another one.
I detect a Ket camp ahead. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Your history's interesting. How many times did your people save the rest of the Milky Way species?
One too many for some of us.
This site is viable for an initiative outpost, Pathfinder.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further. Confirm.
Congratulations, Pathfinder. This was a real challenge, and badly needed.
Hello again, Director. How close are you keeping tabs on me anyway?
As close as you'd expect when you're inserting us into local concerns. Real talk, Pathfinder? I, as Governor Shai, is already up my arse about this outpost. If local Angara weren't on board, we'd have a problem. We are good, right? As much as you've brought us, we can't afford to anger the neighbors.
It's fine, Director. I ticked 3 or 4 of the necessary boxes.
You enjoy testing me, but results are what matter, and I respect it. Vold helps. Cold as it is, it changes estimates in our favor. But the initiative needs you to find more. We're never really done, of course. Survival isn't something that just ends. Time for the uncomfortable bit, Pathfinder. The flag waving.
I'm supposed to summarize Vold?
As much as anyone can.
Vold is a hard world, but it's not without life. It has history, people. It was worth fighting for. We're not walking into the unknown. We're joining something, and that is better than we hoped for.
Recorded, Pathfinder. Addison out.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set.
Pleasure to meet you, Pathfinder. Priya Blake, Captain of Outpost Taravuni. I'm glad you're here. I thought we'd have to deal with this on our own.
What's the problem? Is it the Ket?
No. At least I don't think so. A few of my drill technicians went missing on a research expedition west of here. We've tried their comms, but get nothing but static.
Do you know where they were headed?
I know the route, but we lost their tracking signal halfway through. I don't know how far they got. We tried to look at their research notes, but the data is corrupted. We have 0 leads. I was supposed to keep these people safe. I've already failed them.
Don't lose hope. I'll find your people.
Coming from you, I believe it. Their research log is in the lab. Maybe your AI can piece together the corrupted data and get a nav point.
We're staking a claim, but what does the Initiative want with Vold?
Look at the landscape. What do you see?
Ice? A lot of ice?
Water. Vold is a massive, endless source of it. We're proud to serve as the Initiative's first ice runners. We mine the ice here and haul it to colonies where water is scarce.
Like Eos.
Even the Nexus. The more people we wake from cryo, the more resources we'll need. Our ice runners make sure water is never a problem.
You picked a mouthful of a name for the outpost.
It's Shalesh. Angaran language. Means forward together. It represents the close relationship we have with the Angara here on Vold.
Glad to hear you're working together.
This is their world. Because of you, they trusted us enough to give us a place in it. Now it's my job to cement that bond. We'll do our best to earn what they've given us.
Were you in the Alliance too?
I was an Alliance officer for a decade before I got sick of being a pawn in the Council's power plays. Heard about the Initiative and figured it'd be a fresh start. A chance to make a real difference.
You ever miss the Alliance?
Given the chance, I'd make this choice all over again. But when I see the Resistance push against the Ket, makes me wonder if my days behind a gun aren't really over.
I have to say, I'm surprised the Angara let us put an outpost here.
A portion of the ice we mine goes to their blockade runners, who take it to Resistance bases all over the cluster.
Water for their soldiers.
It feels good to do our part against the Ket, however small.
I should head out.
Come back if you need anything.
Okay, I got one.
So I get to meet the Pathfinder responsible for making this place happen. I'm Lizanna Telesso. Because of you, I have the best job in the galaxy.
Which is?
I'm an ice runner. I get to dodge the Scourge and outrun the Ket to bring water to the colonies. Doesn't get more exciting than that.
So you're responsible for the well-being of the colonies. That's a big deal.
It doesn't fall on my shoulders alone. But I like making a difference.
How did you get into this job?
I was a pilot for the Citadel fleet, till I got bored and wanted something new. The Initiative sounded right up my alley. I was one of the first to sign up.
But how do you end up at this outpost?
I asked. Marched into Priya's office and told her I was the best pilot she'd get. Said I didn't care if the outpost was mostly ex-Alliance. I wanted in. I've been giving her trouble ever since.
So you mine the ice as a water source. Smart.
I fly ice blocks to the Nexus. Eos. Even made a run to Havarl for the Angara. Speaking of which, sounded like there was trouble brewing when I landed. The Angara were on edge. Maybe you should check it out.
I've flown through the Scourge before. It's not easy.
That's half the fun. I get to change my routes to avoid it, like I'm outsmarting it. I've had a few close calls where it shorted my nav system. Once, I flew blind all the way to the Nexus.
There's no way you pulled that off.
There's a reason I was the Citadel's best pilot.
Take it easy.
No fun in that.
How far did the drill tech sound? Pathfinder, welcome to Scenic Vold. Hope you're enjoying the view. To the east, ice. To the west, more ice.
At least you're not in cryo anymore, right?
Look around. This is cryo. But I'll endure this frozen hell if it means completing my research.
What are you researching?
I'm studying ways we can harness geothermal activity as a source of energy. Believe it or not, below Vold's surface is a maze of heated geothermal vents. Keeps the planet from becoming completely inhospitable, but just barely.
And you can use it as a power source.
That's the hope. I hear the Angara are doing something similar, but they won't let me get close. So I'm determined to find the solution on my own.
You know, it was even worse here before I activated the vault.
So I heard. Glad I wasn't around for that. Makes me wonder what this place will look like in 10 years, once the vault's had time to really work.
Think it'll be up to your standards?
My standards involve a beach and a healthy amount of sun, but we'll see.
I'm good for now.
Don't freeze to death out there.
This crate contains a prototype for a handheld ice drill.
So they're developing a portable drilling method. Smart.
behind detecting below normal temperatures. Life support is back online.
Think you can get me a few extra converters?
The Nexus sent a bunch to EOS last week, but I'll see what I can do.
I owe you one.
It's you. Bennett Cahaley reporting for duty. You need supplies? I'm your man. It's an honor to meet you, Pathfinder.
This isn't the Alliance. No need for formalities. Just call me Ryder.
Sorry. Old habits die hard when Captain Blake barks orders like a drill sergeant.
Captain Blake?
Not an official title, of course. She earned the nickname because she runs this place like an Alliance camp. But I've jabbered away for too long. You're here for supplies.
Let's see what you have.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
Here's our Pathfinder. Captain Blake says you're welcome to any tech in my stock. By the way, I saw your Nomad earlier. How does that thing handle?
You ever ramp off a cliff in one of those? Best feeling ever.
I knew it. Think I can convince them to send one here?
I'll put in a good word.
I like you already. Anyway, I have new tech in stock. See if anything strikes your interest.
Feels good to be on solid ground again.
You don't feel exposed? The Ket are everywhere.
I'd rather face them down here than stuck in a can up there.
Another news receiver down.
A violent illness related to urinary like
Than you look.
And you're smarter than you look, Drac.
You talk like stubborn and smart aren't the same thing.
Pathfinder, active remnant nearby. I suggest investigating.
What's funny?
Just remembering a joke I know. You won't get it.
Try. I want to learn.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Incompetently, an L-Core.
That's terrible.
I'm going to assume explaining wouldn't help. Thank you for following Rylis' tip, Ryder. Taking out these Ket will mean a lot to my people.
There's a lot of organic material here. Angara, Ket, something else.
Scans could tell us more, Pathfinder. There is an audio log saved on this device, Pathfinder.
Ket?
Another audio log detected.
Let's hear it.
Transmissions unacknowledged by Homeworld. Possible breakdown in connection and information mishandled. All transmissions appear to have failed. Some of the team has suggested that this research is being prevented from leaving Helios. Troubling implications. Set aside for now. Taking steps to verify that primary communications are still active.
I'm picking up the nav point for another Ket station. Probably their primary communications.
Good. Let's blow it up.
Pathfinder, these samples all contain the same genetic sequence. At first, it appears to be a familial connection, but the genome shows signs of modification. Evidence suggests the sequence was drawn from a single individual and incorporated into other Ket.
The Archon.
Exaltation.
So does the Archon control the Ket because they see him as a progenitor? Or does his rank give him the privilege to propagate his genes like this?
A cultural question beyond my purview.
In any case, the stuff we found should be of great interest to the science team back on the Nexus.
The ambient temperature is normal. Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
You're much larger than the rest of the initiative species.
You'd think that'd help. Don't trust small people. Do anything to get their shots in. Ket camp, look out. Ket outpost we heard about on Bold. Here we go.
The Archon's not the Ket Supreme leader. There's more like him, all over Andromeda.
Ross, communication orders for quiet explanation. I'll talk about transmissions and Angara data.
The Archon's playing by his own rules. Just try to stop me.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Communications. Only Archon is aware of shifting situation in Helios. If Archon's opinion is that protocols are not to our benefit, accept his wisdom. He is the Senate's voice in Helios and must be obeyed.
She doesn't sound completely convinced.
It sounds like the Ket are starting to question what the Archon's doing. If this continues, it might be good for all of us.
There is likely nothing to be done, but conflicts between factions seldom resolve quietly.
Then we'll just have to keep an ear to the ground for now. With luck, something will happen.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
Drac said he wants to talk to you.
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
You know what we saw back there, right? This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
There's better ways to stop him than brute force.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna let an enemy get close enough to pry my plates open and go for the soft kill. You don't mess around with this kind of thing. Ends badly, each and every time.
Another galaxy, and there are still despots. We saw similar types back when I worked as a peacekeeper. Pirates attacking the colonies. We trained the colonists and they started fighting back. Raiders didn't expect that.
The Angara already know how to fight. But the Archon, he's got an army to back up his crazy.
But I've got you, and everyone else on board.
Huh. True enough. Never underestimate a small, capable strike force. You keep thinking about how you want to handle this.
We'll only get one real chance at it, won't we?
Yep, so when we take him down, let's make sure he stays down.
There will be. We've talked enough for now. Maybe I'm still processing our disagreement. And I need some distance.
Ah, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Ket. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Ket.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
I didn't think about it like that.
Because you see him as a friend, not a patient. That's why I'm here. To observe and treat. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Ket sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
That vault on Aya was so gorgeous, so alive.
And Meridian might be the key to the others.
No wonder the Archon wants to control it, like everything in Helios.
Any more Commando war stories?
Always liked Janae. She was only 200, and with me around, she wasn't the kid anymore. She was a biotic protege. I once saw her yank an AA gun right off its housing. Crushed a gang of slavers with it.
Ouch.
They didn't feel it for long. Janae was a good friend. Maybe she still is back there. Won't be a kid now, though.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Still deciphering the Ark's last known course from the flight recorder, and making sure we're ready for a fight.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Liam? You're working pretty hard.
All the time. Started young. Smart little kid. Got angry a lot. Side effect of giving a shit.
Looks like you're stressed. I don't want to add to it.
No, wait. It's just... When will Helios realize what it takes? The Ket still what people are. Hitting that facility on Vol should have... So I reached out, trying to get resources moving in a real way, bridge that gap like I did with Jar. I can't get permission coming or going. The Nexus, Aya, everyone is all can't take risks with outsiders. I didn't come here so everyone could be goddamn outsiders.
Liam, we're not from here, and never will be.
But we are here. We can't always be strangers. There's no room. I wanted this. Everything new. But eventually, it has to be normal. I need something familiar. Can I show you something? Did you bring anything from the Milky Way?
One or two things, but the weight limits were real strict.
I know. It's a proper petrol burner. 20th century. British. From when that mattered. My whole family works in it together, weekends. Like those are a thing in space. Know what we did? Friends in Hustle set us up good. They borrowed us a transport right before I went into cryo. And me and my father and mother loaded our car into it and pointed it at Andromeda.
It's a nice gesture, but you know you won't see it again.
Oh, it's a couple million years away at standard light. The important thing is, it's coming. And always will be. I don't know what that means.
We do what we do. Doesn't always have to make sense.
I'll probably screw it up, Pathfinder.
Join the club. The screw-up started 600 years ago.
Truth. This will be home. It has to be. I won't let being outsiders stop that.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon's ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go around.
We'll be winging it, as usual.
I'll get my tools. Just... stay out of the skirt, huh?
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Well, bluffing and reading players aside, poker is all about math. If the odds of getting the card you need are greater than the bet, make the bet.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
I thought I hated the Ket before. Then we learned about exaltation. I can't even begin to imagine how Jal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did he keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the... If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties. Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once. If you and the rest of the team could figure them out, it might make a huge difference. Already on it, Pathfinder. I should get back to things. Sounds good? Fold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.